The last portion of this year's anniversary event is upon us, and it's the Voting Gauntlet portion of the A Hero Rises 2021 event. Today we'll be covering the top 8 finalists, talking about why these units are here, what kind of skills they come with, and at the very end we'll have a fun discussion on possible outcomes. As a reminder, this Voting Gauntlet actually has a huge impact on the whole player base because the winner is going to be given out for free to everyone. You just need to log in between March 10th and April 10th and you're going to get one copy of the winner. The difference from last year is that this time the top 4 heroes also will appear on a focus banner. That means even if your favorite doesn't win at all, you could still potentially try to summon for them. And this is really valuable if a legendary, mythic, or just a seasonal unit appears because they are limited time units. It gets even better because this banner will also have the 40 summon spark mechanic available. If you have enough orbs, you can guarantee yourself one of the top 4 units, and 7 out of the 8 heroes here weren't sparkable, so this can be great for those that just want one copy. The in-game notification has clarified that the 4-man banner is going to release in the second half of March, so if you spend orbs now, you got about 1 month to plan and recover. Now let's get started. In 8th place with 13,441 votes is duo Micaiah and Sothe from last year's Bridal Banner. They are a colorless flying mage with pretty good attack and res stats, and they specialize in nuking armor and cavalry units since Joyful Vows has Micaiah's signature dual effectiveness. As a colorless unit, she has no disadvantageous color matchups, so all colors of armor and cavaliers are on the menu. If she has a bonus on her, she gets more attack and res and can prevent a follow-up attack when initiating. Now, while all of this is great, duo Micaiah's crazy unique perk is her dual skill, which grants the dominant status to allies and herself. Dominance is like the Brawly Fan or Blizzard Tome effect and grants true damage based on the total number of penalties on the foe. To help with this, the dual skill also inflicts a large -7 defense and res debuff on foes within 3 columns at the same time. -7 plus -7 is -14, 14 total debuffs, so that's 14 true damage via dominance. Micaiah can give this amazing bonus to her allies, and it excels on brave weapons since they attack twice, which means double the dominance damage. For the rest of her kit, if you want some fodder skills, Micaiah has attack and res push 4, mystic boost, and attack and res oath, 2 attack and res focus skills, and mystic boost can be used for some fun healing setups. You can get attack and res push 3 from Brady, so it's easy enough to get the tier 4 version, plus mystic boost or attack and res oath. Dominance is a crazy effect to mess around with, but as the 8th place seed, Micaiah and Sothe are gonna have to conjure up quite the Voting Gauntlet miracle. In 7th place with 13,909 votes is dual Summer Byleth Rhea. They are a red flying mage with a ton of attack and speed, and their weapons give faster specials, bonus attack and speed, and the effects of no Fallout 3. This allows Byleth to run the wind or water sweep builds to bypass counterattacks. However, their dual skill grants a desperation status. This status has no HP condition, and with no fallout from Sun Precursors, if you do not outspeed Byleth, she's gonna W 2 times in a row. This skill also refreshes every 3rd turn. With this dual skill and accelerated specials, Byleth can hit twice while proccing 2 cooldown specials like Ruptured Sky on the 2nd hit. She has attack and speed push 4 for more damage output, chill speed and res 2 to debuff one specific enemy, and ground orders is a great mobility buff for non-flying allies. Very strong flying mage, but incredibly squishy. The Desperation dual skill is super clutch if you need to deal with a dangerous enemy, and it works on full health, so you can create some very potent offensive moves. It does work on allies as well. Before we move on, reminder that dual skills do not work in the hands of the enemy AI, so take that into account. In 6th place with 14,515 votes is Brave Edelgard. She is an Axe Armor unit and the winner of last year's Choose Your Legends for the women's division. Brave 80 is an incredible unit, highest attack in the game with insane defensive bulk at the cost of speed. She will also inflict attack and defense debuffs, gets a free follow-up attack, and has 80% damage reduction on the foe's follow-up hits. Super sturdy armor unit, does a lot of damage, and Flower Hauteclair gives Edelgard 2 movement while also being able to work to nearby allies. This makes her one of the easiest to use armor units on any team comp because she's basically an infantry unit movement wise. She comes with distant ward for fighting mages and healers and joint drive res for extra magical bulk. Now, just like last year, Edelgard is the most controversial pick for a couple of reasons. She's not a bad unit at all, however, she is the only non-limited time unit here, and to make it worse, as a Choose Your Legends winner, anyone who wanted to get her can already get her for free. That is understandable, but since the top 4 do get a banner this year, you can understand that people who like Edelgard may just want more merges. Still, we will see Brave Edelgard on many return banners, and the same can't be said for the other limited time units here. In 5th place is legendary female Corrin with 15,281 votes. Corrin is a win pair up legendary hero and a colorless infantry dragon. Thanks to the training boost, she has the highest BST for all infantry units, and she spreads those stat points pretty evenly. Very fast, good attack, and decent defense and resistance. With her weapon, she gets a general +5 stat boost on top and gets accelerated specials with increased special charging. Those pair well with her negating Fang defensive special, which grants 30% damage reduction against melee and ranged attacks. Corrin then gets bonus counterattack damage equal to 30% of her attack stat, which is basically Draconic Orb. With Shield Pulse pre-charging negating Fang, Corrin really is Furum 2.0, and she's better because she recharges negating Fang with her counterattack, and she still can use distant counter. Very scary dragon unit, and while some are concerned with her lack of sustain potential, I've read a lot of players finding success with the Mystic Boost Sacred Seal. For fodder skills, obviously distant counter is great for many fun projects, and Joint Drive Res is universally good as well. Solid unit, solid skill fodder. In 4th place with 15,879 votes is Mythic Freyja. She's a light mythic hero that boosts attack, and she is a green beast cavalry unit. Freyja is the fastest unit in the game. 44 base speed is stupid, and she gets more from her weapon. She also has distant counter and close calls, speed based damage reduction, so up to 40% damage reduced. Her base defense and res are quite low though, so that's why Freyja needs that kind of help. For her Binding Necklace B skill, it's a solo type skill that grants bonus stats, inflicts in combat debuffs, and also steals the enemy field buffs. It even cancels out the field buffs on the enemy, so similar to Panic, it's a bad idea to fight Freyja with buffs on. With attack and speed solo 4, she is very fast, and Pulse Smoke can mess up special reliant units. The GOAT is a scary photo phase, and she can be an alternative to Air Peony in 8th raid light seasons. In 3rd place with 16,605 votes is legendary Dimitri. He is a water pair legendary and a lance infantry unit. The leader of the Blue Lions is a crazy battle ready guy. Absolutely disgusting 41 attack and speed based stats, and Edelgard gives faster specials plus $5 stats and has the speed based 40% damage reduction ability. Yeesh. To make things worse, Atrocity is just busted. It adds true damage equal to 25% of Dimitri's attack stat on every hit, and inflicts a combination of every seal, stat smoke, and pulse smoke debuff. It's a very powerful beast skill. Dimitri may have low resistance, but the man can dish out a ton of damage. He comes with sturdy impact, which can be great for a player phase, but I've seen most Dimitris just run distant counter because he can. He is the only unit with odd Tempest 3 as well. This skill grants +1 extra movement every odd number turn, and it works on flyers and infantry units. Another water legendary monster, and being a popular lord from 3 houses makes his presence no surprise. He has one hell of a matchup in round 1 though. In 2nd place with 22,211 votes is duo ninja Lyn and Florina. They are a colorless flying dagger unit with the best attack and speed spread for any dagger wielder. Lyn's Tailwind Shuriken is just on another level as well. It's the first and only brave dagger weapon, and it accelerates specials, which is just wild. She is super squishy, and her weapon lowers her defensive res even further, but if Lyn does survive, she outputs so much damage. Her dual skill is perfect for her because it's a one-time use gale force, so Lyn gets to move again after fighting. This synergizes so well with the -7 defense debuff from her weapon, and since it's a brave dagger, she gets double the value when attacking it again. Super good with Dancer synergy, and I've heard good things about dual Lyn in 8th raid since she can also use Disarm Trap in her B slot. For fodder skills, she has Swift Sparrow 3, Chill Tag and Defense 2, and Speed and Defense Rain 3. Dual chills are fine, but almost anyone would rather get the tier 3 of Swift Sparrow and the entirety of Speed and Defense Rain 3. Highly recommend you sacrifice someone else with Swift Sparrow 2 first, and Solid does have it as a hero girl unit. Lyn's a fan favorite, and to be honest, this one is hell of a lot more desirable than that time legendary Lyn won the Find and Vote event. In 1st place with 23,258 votes is Mythic Seiros. She is a blue infantry dragon and an anima mythic hero with the new bonus that lets you use the extra team slot for defense teams. To be honest, this is probably why she's number 1 along with recency bias. If Seiros were to win though, everyone would have her, which means 7-man anima defense teams for everyone. Regardless of how you feel about that, this is for sure one reason she plays so high, and her Wings of Light C skill buffs other mythic heroes, which makes her a good fit for that last team slot. In terms of combat, Aurora Breath gives Seiros a follow-up attack on the player phase with bonus attack, and for the enemy phase, she prevents a follow-up attack while getting more defense and res. With her min-max statline, Seiros is one tanky dragon, and she even has the new Dragon Wall B skill, which grants up to 40% damage reduction if her res is higher than the opponent's. Currently the only user of it, so if you want it for someone else, a free copy would be pretty sweet. Seiros does also have Mirror Impact, which you can inherit with Dragon Wall 3 because all it needs is Mirror Strike 2, and you can get that from Ileana or no. Last year, Mythic Altina won this event because people wanted another Asher Mythic for more points. This year, Seiros is primed for a similar result, going to be coveted for that extra defense team slot. That's my quick review for the top 8 finalists. Winner gets given to everyone, but the 4-man banner is a bit more exciting if you want merges and or fodder skills. We got the first round bracket already, and unfortunately some banner hopes have already been crushed. Seeding was done with the usual. First place faces 8th place, 2nd versus 7th, 3rd versus 6th, and 4th versus 5th. Everyone is hyping up the Dimitri versus Edelgard matchup, which is some kind of hilarious coincidence. However, with this bracket, we already know that anyone facing each other will not be on the banner together. That means no Seiros and Dual Micaiah banner, and no Legend Dimitri and Brave Edelgard banner. For fun, I wanted to go over some potential banner examples. Once round 1 is over, we have our 4-man banner, and again, if you have enough orbs, you can guarantee one of those 4 finalists. That makes round 1 extremely important for some players. We have some super spicy matchups this time. You'll notice that the 3rd through 6th place is all really close in vote counts, so Freyja versus Corrin, it can go either way, and Dimitri also doesn't exactly have the win in the bag. Sadly, Dual Micaiah and Dual Byleth face an uphill battle as they have the biggest vote gaps. However, it's not over till it's over. We've seen upsets in the Voting Gauntlet before thanks to multipliers. First, if the top 4 most voted win their matchups, we have Seiros, Duo Lyn, Freyja, and Dimitri. Double blue, not bad at all. Literally a repeat of Seiros' banner last month since Legend Dimitri was present at the time. Because Freyja versus Corrin can go either way, if Corrin wins, we could have a 2 blue, 2 colorless banner, another pretty neat possibility. If you're a believer in miracles and Dual Micaiah can take down Seiros somehow, we could also get 2 green and 2 colorless. The wackiest outcome would actually be a triple colorless banner with Dual Micaiah, Dual Lyn, and Legendary Corrin all winning their respective matchups. This would be an insane banner to pull on if you just wanted any of those units or you wanted some fodder skills. If you like 3 houses and somehow still have orbs after Legendary Claude, we could have a triple 3 houses set, Seiros, Duo Byleth, and either one of Dimitri or Edelgard. I pray for you if you are trying to collect everyone. One thing that is likely is that we get a 4-man banner with some kind of color sharing. Because of how the bracket is set up, if Dual Byleth loses, I'm pretty sure we're going to get double colorless, blue or green. At the end of the day, it really is going to be up in the air until the last minute. Whatever happens, this is a much better format than past years. Everyone still gets the winner, the top 4 get a banner, and you can spark on that banner. I'm sure if you saved starting now, you could have enough orbs to get the spark. Let me know who you want to win and what your dream top 4 banner would be if you're summoning. Don't go harassing anyone over their choices. Everyone's entitled to their favorite picks for whatever reason. Thanks for watching, get some popcorn ready for round 1, and I'll see you guys in the next video.